Now here come the much criticized and talked about special editions. These are the editions that were, well, they were released theatrically in 1997, and they started to, George Lucas started to make changes on the film. So these are all special editions. We have the DVD set here that came out in 2004. We have the VHS set of the special editions that I think came out around, maybe 1998 or 99, probably right after they premiered theatrically. And then here's one I just recently picked up that I'm very proud of, that I actually never heard before, and I couldn't find any information online about it. It's the Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition Limited Edition Collector Set. Apparently they were limited to 40,000 copies or whatever, but it's pretty cool. I'll open that in a minute. So let's open it up, actually. So this is the limited edition collector set of the special edition VHS, and it's a bit hard to open, so excuse me for a second. So we have here a slide out box, just like the other set before, and it has this little folder, which we'll get back to in a second. I put some towels here to sort of protect what's in here. Oops. This is actually a film strip from the special edition. Let me turn my light off here. It's Han and Jabba the Hutt from the special edition when he's talking to Jabba in the hangar bay. So this is like pretty cool. It says it's a 35mm special edition film clip, newly enhanced footage. So that's pretty cool to have. We'll put that aside. And so this set is basically packed with a bunch of extras and a bunch of fun stuff. So we have the art of the Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition. It goes through basically all the films and gives you some cool sketches and concept art and stuff like that. And it's interesting when you look at some of this concept art. It sort of reminds me of episodes 1, 2, and 3, sort of the artistic direction that they're going. Not necessarily in Jedi, but there are some sketches of machines and little droids and stuff that sort of remind me of a different, I guess, sort of a different era of look to the films. But it's a pretty cool book, and it talks about the process they went along with the film and how they did a few things. It's pretty cool, the special effects and everything like that. So after you get down to that, we have the making of the Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition. This is a VHS tape rather, that I don't think I ever had. So I was interested to find it in here. And yeah, I actually haven't watched this yet. It's probably different. Well, I'm assuming it's a lot different than the Star Wars The Jedi tape that was from the other edition, because this is, basically talks about the special edition. So I don't know if this is just anything new that I haven't seen, or if it's probably just a bunch of small snippets that I've seen in other places crammed together, but that's pretty cool. And then you have this, which is really cool. This is a paperweight. It's probably pewter or metal, or I don't know what exactly it is, but it's pretty cool. It says Star Wars Trilogy on it, and it says limited edition there. Here we go. This is number 830 out of 40,000. So that's pretty cool. So it's all packed away pretty neatly in this box here. And, you can't forget what's under the box, though. It wouldn't be complete without the actual tapes of the films. So so we have Star Wars, Empire, and Jedi. And these are the same tapes that are in this set right here. If I open this up, and you can see these are the same widescreen tapes that are in the set if you bought them separately. But they're just in this special package here. So that's a really fun set to have, because it has so many of these little extra things that you wouldn't normally get if you went out and bought a VHS or a DVD copy of Star Wars. I mean, you get a book and film strips and everything. And I forgot about this little folder here. And what that actually has is sort of mini posters. So if I open this up one-handed, you'll see there's a nice poster print for Star Wars, for Empire Strikes Back, and of course Return of the Jedi. So these are like the special edition posters that you would would have seen in the movie theaters in around 1997. So those are really cool. I'm going to pack this up and I'm going to move on to the next set. Okay, so that was the limited edition collector set of the Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition. I got this on eBay for around $25. It came with this and this regular non-special edition THX set. So I thought that was a really good deal, especially considering I've never heard of this limited edition, and it wasn't even mentioned on the Star Wars website when they had their home video retrospective page. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing to pick up, and I'm happy I did. So now we're going to move on to the LaserDisc Special Edition here. And this I picked up for $8, also from the Princeton Record Exchange. It's the Special Edition again, so these are widescreen discs from the Star Wars Special Edition. And we'll slide this out here. So as you can see, when you open it up, you have a little nice thing of posters here. Sort of it's a little program, so it shows you posters on the outside. It's basically like a program you get at, say, a concert or something, but just basically shows you some cool pictures from the movie, and it has some text and talks about it, and it's pretty nice. And of course, under here you have the actual discs from the Special Edition. I believe there are, let's see, there's a lot of them here. These are CLV discs, so they're not CAV or anything like that. And we have 7 so far. Let me take these out. Laser discs are always a bit hard to get out of these special cases because everything's sort of tightly packed. I don't want to damage anything. So we have, this is 7, I'm going to assume 9 sides. Okay, so yeah, we have 9 sides in total, which gives us quite a lot of discs to flip here. So each movie, I think, has 2 or 3 discs to them. I forget the exact number, and I'm horrible at math and counting, so you could laugh at me if you must. But there are 9 sides, so that pretty much equals 3 sets of discs there. So that's the Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition on LaserDisc, and it doesn't give you really that much supplementary material. I mean, if you look on the back here, you do actually see some trailers and stuff. So actually, I take that back. You know, this is more supplementary material than the other LaserDisc set has. You know, I don't think there's no commentary on this, but you see here there's, you know, theatrical trailers, and on the last disc on side 9, there's some things about the special edition here. There's a featurette, fleshing out characters, limits of 1977 rather, technology, visual effects, the sound, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, new musical finale, as it was meant to be. So these are some nice things in there. I think it's around 20 to 30 minutes of material maybe, but it's still nice to have. I haven't seen that stuff on the VHS set, so that's pretty cool having it on the LaserDisc set. So that's the special edition on LaserDisc. Here is another trilogy edition that I have on LaserDisc. This is what they refer to as the Faces set, because as you could see, each movie has a face of a major character or character from the series. And this is also a widescreen edition. It's not a special edition. It doesn't include the 1997 editions or anything like that. As you can see, there's a sticker that says it's the last chance to own the original version of Star Wars. So this was just before the special editions were either came out or were being made. I forget the exact date. But these are THX editions. Now these are CLV discs. They're not CAV discs like the big box set right there. So you cannot pause a frame or skip or go frame by frame or anything like that. But they are good, and they are very nicely packaged. Here's Star Wars. You can see the back, and these are just like the VHS sets that came out. They're, you know, even packaged the same way, and they have a little interview with George Lucas. There's like a three-part interview spread across the 3 discs. It's quite interesting, and they open to these beautiful gatefold covers here with a bunch of text about the movie, and then they have your chapter index here. I just love that shot of the AT-AT walkers. I think that's pretty cool. The other 2 I have, actually, Jedi is sealed, so I didn't open that just yet, so I don't know what the inside looks like. But I could show you the back here. So these are all just the original versions, THX remastered versions of the Star Wars trilogy. So those are some of the common sets you see. Now I'm going to go into a bit more obscure stuff. Here is the Episode 1 VHS set. Now, it did not come out on DVD at the same time. It came out on DVD months later. So this is the Collector's Edition VHS set. So you open it up, here is a nice shot of the Naboo city, and there's a little excerpt of the Star Wars Art of Episode 1 book. You have a little value book thing here. I think they give you coupons if you want to buy some of the toys or whatever. And you also get a film strip with this too. This is from Episode 1. Let's see if we could focus on that. Yeah, there's Qui-Gon there. He's talking. So that's pretty cool. You get a film strip like we did on the VHS special box set for the special edition. And there's your widescreen VHS tape of the Phantom Menace, sort of sitting there. You could get the tape by yourself, you know. This is special collector's edition. On the bottom, however, I don't think there's anything different. No, I don't think there's any difference between this actual cassette or the one you were buying, you know, separately, except that it says collector's edition on the bottom of it, right there. Let me put this back away here. And so that's Episode 1 on VHS, and of course I have the DVD, I just don't have it out because it's very common. But here's something very interesting. The LaserDisc of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Now, you must be thinking, if you're a LaserDisc person, I never saw this. Well, it didn't come out in America. It only came out in Japan, as you can see by the writing on the back, which is not legible to my eyes. So this is a cool LaserDisc set. As you can see, it's an imported LaserDisc, and the only really things that are legible here is that it's a CLV, you know, it's stereo, it's THX, you know, it's widescreen, of course. And this is one of the newest by year LaserDiscs that I own. So the picture quality on these are pretty damn good. I mean, it's pretty near DVD quality here. You have a gatefold open here, you have a big shot of the city of Naboo, and there's your chapter and track listings here, which are all in Japanese, I'm assuming. And yeah, there's not much to read, but the discs are pretty cool. I'm not gonna take it out here because it's hard to do with one hand, but yeah, this is a pretty rare thing. You don't see much of these that often. They were only sold in Japan, so whatever you see these, they're imported on eBay, or somebody imported them and is selling them to you. So there's no American version of this. So I hold that pretty dear to me, because that's a pretty cool thing to have, and the picture quality is amazing for as far as LaserDiscs go. And I almost forgot, this is actually the uncut version of Episode 1. You're going to say, uncut, what is so different about this than the DVD? Well, there's only minor things. If you watch the DVD of Episode 1, you listen to the commentary, George Lucas talks about some little transition edits or some special effects here and there that he either tweaked or changed. And so this is the actual theatrical cut, to the best of my knowledge. I'm not sure if the VHS is the same theatrical cut. Maybe the VHS is the same cut as the LaserDisc, and the DVD is just a bit different, but that's what I've heard on that. And now we have one last special LaserDisc that's Star Wars related that I have.